Hey guys, we are back again with another video for the channel. As you guys can see, I have a beautiful guest right here on the channel. But before I let her introduce herself, I just would like to say, if you are new here, hi, my name is Christine and we welcome you. If you are new, feel free to go ahead and click on the subscribe button down below. Also click on the notification bell, that way you can get notified whenever we post brand new videos. And if you are coming back, we say welcome back. So like how we love to say right here on the channel, who you fuck? Introduce yourself.
Good evening to each and everyone. My name is Dahlia. I'm a born St. Martiner. Yeah. Mother of 3 active, handsome boys.
Beautiful.
And soon to be mom to be again.
What?
Yeah, so that will be 4th one. And I'm just a normal, average, sit back, relaxing, a little timid, but yeah, simple little island girl that just love, enjoy, living life.
Beautiful. So Dahlia, I see you have a beautiful crown right there on the side. Tell the people, what is this all about?
So this is just one out of the 2 crowns that I have. So beautiful. I am Miss Elegance Mother Queen 2021. And also Miss International Elegance Mother Queen 2022.
Beautiful. So yes, those sachets represent
both of
beautiful.
them.
And you're holding 2 crowns.
2 crowns.
And I love this one. This one is
this
huge.
Is my favorite.
Beautiful.
Oh, no, this one is not huge. The first one
is,
the first one is, come on, it's
my
big.
gosh.
I should have bring instead, but yeah, I just love this one.
Beautiful.
I just love this one.
So tell us, Dahlia, how did you first start it? Let's roll back the curtains.
Okay, so my whole journey started mostly when for COVID.
Okay.
Everything started for COVID. I like to start from the beginning. So during COVID, when we had the lockdown, you know, I was weighing like 100 kilos.
Okay.
100 kilos.
Wow.
Then for the lockdown, you know, we had to stay home, and then your mind will your mind will be telling you all kind of thing. You have to eat and, you know, be relaxing. But yes, I did the opposite, and me and my companion, we started to walk. And we will walk.
That's true. A lot of people started to walk for COVID.
Yeah, I mean, you had to do something because, you know, true, your mind just staying home watching the 4 walls. Yeah, it was something new to us.
Exactly.
You know, so it was really a moment. I would say it did well for me.
Beautiful.
But I know it was very hard for a lot of people. But during that time, my companion and I, we decided to walk almost every day. From Concordia to Cold Bay. Every day. Every day.
And that's a long distance, yeah.
It is. And sometimes we used to pass through the hills, the mountain from like Concordia to St. Peter's, the hill.
Not even flats. Hills.
Hills.
My God.
Hills. And when you're a little overweight, it tends to be hard at the beginning.
Yes.
So at the beginning, it was like, I don't want to do it anymore. But as we go, every day, it was getting a lot easier. And then, hey, I started to see results. I
love that part. That's my favorite part.
I started to see results, and I was like, okay, this is working. Then forward on, he stopped and I continued. And when I continued, it did something to me mentally. I was feeling a little more free. I was feeling very less stressed. It was a whole different journey, you know. Beautiful. And from there, I left from 100 kilo to 80 kilos. Yeah, in the space of 1 year. So that was my biggest transformation.
What a transformation.
Listen, up to this day, when I see pictures, I like, this can't, listen, I swear, whenever I see pictures, I just
Dahlia, we're gonna insert some pictures
I got send you.
For everybody to see.
I was saying it, and up to this day, people still pass me straight because they saw a customer seeing me big. So when they see me now, they're like, girl, I passed you straight. I'm like, that's okay, that's okay. And no,
you go, girl.
And it hurted me, you know.
Yeah.
But listen, that journey was the best thing that ever happened to me. And when that happened, I said, let me try something else. And then the pageant came up. I was done already inscribed in this pageant like in 2013, but I dropped out because I feel like I wasn't ready and everything.
Dahlia, I have so much to say. Oh my gosh. But I'll leave you continue.
But one thing I can say is everything happens on God timing.
Yes.
When I tell you everything happens on God timing, and you have to be ready to receive and align. When some things start to happen, like just go with it, because you never know where it will take you. And I think that is what happened to me on this journey.
My God.
So I inscribed for the pageant, and I was the last delegate to join. I was the 5th one to join. So
you was undecisive, right?
A little bit, yeah. On the sides, I was scared. And another thing is, like, I joined this pageant, no money.
Oh yes, because yes, you need moolah
To join pageants, okay? And I was like, listen, when I tell you, I took a step of faith. I took a step of faith, not knowing what would have been the outcome. So when I joined, I was like, okay. When I joined, was 2 weeks after, I called my chaperone and told my chaperone, no, I ain't doing this no more.
Wait. When you done inscribe the name Dahlia on the list.
Yeah, I tell them I ain't doing this no more. The man tell me like, you're crazy?
Okay, wait. Hold on. Okay, let's roll back. You said so much, Dahlia. I want to touch base on the part when you say that, okay, COVID come. Your partner is the one that encouraged you, but you mentioned he dropped off. So much times in this lifetime, you know, when the person that encouraged you drop off, you tend to drop off as well. But my gosh, my girl continue.
Listen, up to this day, I think this morning I was talking to a lady, and you know, self-motivation is really, really hard. But you have to fight, and it is only when you do that you can literally, like, man, and it's all a mental. I don't know how else to explain, but for me, it's like once you start working on yourself, within yourself, it will come automatically. But a lot of people refuses to take time to how to say, listen to their body, to take time to just admire their environment too. You know, we just on the go. We don't want to stop. And that I think that is what COVID did. The fact that we stopped for a while, there is where I really started to figure out and learn who I was. And and I love the fact that you continue, Dahlia. You could have stopped. And when your companion stopped, you could have stopped. But no, when you start seeing results too, that's another thing.
That's motivation.
Yeah, when you start seeing results, it like, man, that's all it takes, man. Let me continue, but it takes a lot still, sacrifices, dedication. It takes a lot. Determination, because you know, when you're a mom, you have so much going on also. And
that's a job by itself.
And then you're a companion, you're a wife. It's another job.
That's 2 jobs, right?
So it's like I can't explain it again, but at the end, when you post up the picture, you will see.
I can't wait to see those pictures.
Up to this day, up to this morning, I was posting a picture of myself in the gym, and I was like, girl, you did that. And let me say, I did it all naturally. No pills, no surgery. It was all naturally done. So
beautiful. Coming back to the pageant now, we have so much to talk about.
No problem.
So when you dropped out, question, what made you back out while you were already engaged?
Well, I fully drop out. My chaperone and the president talked to me and told me, Amanda, you can't drop out. You can't drop out.
But was it fair? Was it fair that came in?
Yes, fear and like I said, the money. I like, how are you gonna make it? And it was like, it was a crazy. But you see that name, fear?
Yeah.
Listen, it comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Because if I had listened to my mind and dropped out, I don't know where I would have been today. This pageant, this step out has opened so much of doors and opportunity for me, I still feel like I'm living a royal
Not
life.
only that, Dahlia, it also, for me, it also opened more when it comes to you, like self-love, self-confidence.
Self-confidence, that
it
is something.
opens so much within you. I've seen it.
That is something, self-confidence, I always struggle with, because when I was younger, I always had a speech problem. And when you're going
you
up,
speak so well.
No. no, you know, it's a work, and you know, it's because of this pageant, because in the pageant I had a speech to give, and when I see
in front of how much people?
In front of a little hundred.
That's a lot. That's a real lot.
I wasn't even thinking about how much was going to be there. Just the fact that I have to give a speech out of my head, I was like, how am I going to do this? You know, poesy. I hated poesy back in school, but it was a speech about mothers. And it was coming from within. So
was it sorry for cutting you across everything. It's so exciting, guys. Was it a speech that you had to memorize, or did it come?
I wrote it down, and I had a coach. She just formulated, and you know, in a more professional way and everything.
In a pageanty way.
Yes. And it was supposed to be like 5 minutes. 5 minutes long. So imagine it.
5 minutes?
5 minutes long. And let me tell you, at the end, I won best speech. So it was awesome. It was awesome. But the first pageant, like I said, the fact that I even thought of giving up, and then at the end, when the day of the pageant, listen, nerves.
Yes. I was about to ask you that. How did you felt the day? Like the morning when you wake up, when you're getting ready. The thing is, when you're getting ready, is to me, that's when you get the most nervous, because you say, okay, this is it. This is going down now.
And what happened that night, we had a little delay in the show because one of the delegates had a mishap with her clothing and stuff. So the show didn't really start on time. So we waited like an hour and a half.
None of us.
Listen, I like no, and the nerves. But the good thing about it is, before our big show, we did a first presentation. We had the opportunity to do our first presentation because we had the international show a week before. So the first presentation was career wear. That was our first night on stage. And I think that night helped us with our show the following week, because
it was like a little warm up.
A little warm up. We was privileged to have that, but the others were coming after, they won't get it like that. But we was privileged to get it like that. And I tell you, the first night, we all did mistakes and stuff because of nerves and us. And it was like, even my little competition, when I hear her bust, I was like, oh my God. And I went up and I bust. We're like, oh my goodness. But then
bust. What? Say another word, because we have some American viewers. Bust.
Like when you like
trip up,
you make them stammer. We both froze and we were like, okay. You know, we got so frightened, we got so nervous, so we just, it was crazy. But then the second night, when we did our second presentation, and I heard how powerful she come out, I was like, oh my God, this ain't this is more than competition. So the battle was on, and listen, we went through that night. It was an awesome night. A night I will never, ever forget, because it's like, I just tell people, some of them won't believe me, but I know for a fact it was a vision that I got also, but I didn't understand it.
Can you share it with us a little?
So I don't remember exactly when it was, but I know for sure it was the same thing for my weight loss journey. That's why I say everything happens when God's allowed it to happen. For my weight loss journey, for this crown, before I saw that I was going to get small, and I asked myself, like, how that gonna ever happen? I tried so much a thing.
So you see it before
it happened. But you know, I wasn't understanding it, because you know, sometimes we think that our mind does play with us. But it's now that I really starting to connect and see that I get these visions. And when you get these visions, they are real, they are from God. But only you can see them. Yes. And it was like, I saw when I was getting small, I was like, that can never happen. What? Oh my God. I saw the crown. I'm like, why are you showing me crown? I even saw that like I was going to be a motivational speaker. And I was like, these things are just, you know. Let
me remind you, you got best speech.
And I was somebody that never used to talk because of how I used to get teased of how I used to talk. And it's like, the things that you fear the most are the things you become good at.
Dahlia, there's so much life lessons in your story. In the beginning, you mentioned that you are a little timid. You took your timidity and you bring home this with that same timidity. It shows you no matter what you have, once you put your mind to it, you can achieve it. And I love the fact that you said that you saw the weight loss even before it happened. And even though you spoke it, you said that could never happen. You saw it.
I saw it.
You saw that crown, and it come to pass.
And you know, there's an association, a lady that she has a association, and she named it Imagine, Believe, and Achieve. So when you imagine something, you have to believe that you can get that thing.
It starts.
Yeah, it's everything is in our mind. And I just wish that people could just grasp. But again, I just find that, you know, I don't know if it's in our culture that we don't believe in how to say, depression, you know, mental state, that, you know, we don't really focus on our mental state. And I find once you're not good mentally, then nothing works good.
Remember, that's the head. Once the head is functioning good, the whole body.
But I always thought it was the heart. The heart has to be, I thought the heart has to be the one to, you know, function well to keep us moving. But the mind, because we hear a lot of things, and that plays all in our mind. And some of us are not mentally strong to handle a lot of things that happen.
And also, Dahlia, oh my gosh, that's the reason why God says to put on the helmet of salvation, because if you don't have your head guarded, that's when the enemy does come in and fling fiery darts and try to discourage you, try to bring you down. It's the head.
It's the head. And let me tell you, I'll be honest with you, because I like to be transparent. I don't find there's nothing to hide, because we all go through things. And if you don't speak it up, then, you know, you won't be, what's the sense of passing your message? I suffer with depression from a early age, I will say, because I lost my mom when I was 7 years old. And that was, I didn't quite understand the grief until when I reached like in my teens. I started seeing friends with their moms.
Young age,
so I didn't quite understand. It's only when I started to really live life, I was like, I'm missing something. And that was a motherly love. Although I had my 3 aunts and my grandmother, they did their best. I know they're still doing their best, because a mother work is never done. No matter if you're the biological mother, it doesn't work. But I suffer with depression like really bad, and especially when my grandmother passed away in 2014.
So you lost your mom and your grandmother.
Yeah, but my grandmother, I think, was the hardest, because now she was the one that really took me under her wings, and she was my life, she was my everything. And when she departed, it's like life just didn't seem like life anymore, and it was really hard for me to continue on with life. And I think I hit a bad depression. And let me tell you something, not even the thought, but the action came also suicide. suicide, the suicidal thoughts came, the action happened at certain point and stuff. So it was like, yeah, the devil, when he know that you have greatness in front of you, he tries to
chop you down. Yeah, he tried his utmost, his very best.
And I always felt like when I was young, I had something, but I just didn't know what it was. And I can honestly tell you, within the 2 years of my journey, I feel like this is my best life I've been living. My best life, because I finally found a voice. I finally found myself. And yeah, it's just that right now I'm on a little pause because of the new one that's coming.
But you're coming back. I know you're missing that gym.
Oh my goodness, let me tell you. I am missing it. I am missing it. But I was doing Zumba also all up to...
Yes, tell us about Zumba.
I was doing Zumba up until I was 4 months. But then it was really starting to...
So you're a Zumba instructor
also.
Okay, nice.
Yes.
Wow, Dahlia, you're doing a lot.
Oh, that's just half. I'm a Zumba instructor. I do, I'm a taxi driver.
Wow.
How do you call it?
Wait, when I asked you to who you fuck, you have to say all of those things, girl.
But it's not coming back because, you know, it's like,
wow.
I just only do some of them, you know, occasionally and stuff. But the Zumba was a little for a little while. But I have other things as AVS, auxiliary V. So I take care of elderly people also.
Wow.
And I just found a new passion in doing tour guide. That is
beautiful.
Yeah, that is my favorite job right now.
I love that because we are in love with our beautiful island. There's so much to see right here.
Right there, and the people love it.
So much.
Love it. So I love that job. I mean, yeah, I love my other jobs.
Meeting other people, girl.
Yeah,
you're wearing a lot of caps, Dahlia,
a lot of caps.
and a beautiful crown.
two beautiful crowns.
So Dahlia, I'm going to go back the part when you mentioned to us about your loss. You mentioned that you lost your mom, you lost your grandmother, which was the most difficult one. That you went into a depression. I know a lot of people out there, they are facing this probably at this very moment. What can you tell someone out there? How did you rise back up from that low peak?
Well, you know, first of all, it all begins with speaking, talking with someone. Sometimes it be like very shameful and saying that, oh, she won't understand me, this person won't understand me. And that is what I think we are lacking here among ourselves, where people don't listen to us. They tend to judge us very quick. And that is why people that are in depression, they refuse to talk because, you know, before they can even finish their sentence, I guess stop worrying about that. It's like, you know, we get shut down. But I can say even when the thoughts rises, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I say for me, these thoughts come in mind because there's a bigger picture, there's a bigger purpose for you in the future. So when you see those things rises, it's because the enemy is trying to eliminate what God has in store for you. That's the only thing. And you know, like I tell somebody, it has be hard to in a moment, because I remember a time when I was really thinking about it. It's like you just want to pin, you want everything to stop, you want the world to stop, and it's like exactly. But hey, especially when you have children, I mean, think about them also. Think about it. It will be very selfish, and I thank God that I'm still here and that nothing didn't happen to me. And just think about your children mostly. And like someone say, I was watching our podcast. After your parents spend all of that money on you sending to school, after they do all of this to raise you up, you know, and you just decide to take your life, it's really hard on them. And it's, I would call it selfish, but there is help. We just have to seek someone that we can talk to, and yeah, and just speak positive also to yourself. You got to remain positive. It may be hard for a while. And let me tell you, I always say the hard times are there to strengthen us.
Yes, yes,
are there to strengthen us. These things, everything that we wearing didn't happen just like that. They went through a process. So it is also for us also to go through a process to make us into that fine gold, that fine, you know, diamond that we are meant to be.
Dahlia, I'm thinking about the olive. In order for the olive, for the liquid to flow, the olive have to go through so much pressing, in mashing and all of that. So that's life. That's life. That's like those things. Yes, it may come to challenge us, it may come to bring us down, but there's growth, and Dahlia, you're living proof. Definitely. There's growth in it, and there's good things. And when that happens, it's like they talk about the valley, and when you reach to the mountain, and when you reach to that mountain and you watch where all you've been through, you're like, I did that. You know, you will rejoice. You will rejoice when you reach to that mountain, because it's like you literally did that. But again, it would be good if you have support, and of course God, because without both of them, it will be very challenging. Some people will think that they can do it without God, but that's impossible.
Listen, the more you try to do it without Him, the deeper you will go.
Yes, I was just about to say that, Dahlia.
It will hurt. It will hurt. Sometimes you just have to let go and say, okay, God, I give up.
Because as you were speaking, Dahlia, I see, like, let's say somebody is stuck in quicksand. The more you fight, the more you move, you tend to go down deeper and deeper. That's when you're trying to do things without God.
Without God. Yep.
I see God as our rope. We're in quicksand, but the rope that is launched towards us, all we have to do is grab onto it, and He will pull us out. And
you know, I think I read something like that, or I don't know really, but they tend to say that we tend to say that God leave us, that he let go of us, but it's us that let go of His hands. You know, it's us that let go of His hands, and the moment we do so, thinking that we can do this life without Him, listen, there is where we face the biggest challenges, the biggest difficulties, that sometimes we want to blame others, but the honest person is to blame ourselves.
Exactly. When you pointed your finger at somebody, how many fingers?
Three. Yeah. So just remain strong. It's not easy, but you can do it. You can pull through. If I pulled through it, and I tell you,
you're living proof.
Christine, I've been through almost everything in life. If I have to tell my whole story, it will
this video will be long. 2 to 3 hours?
Yeah, it will be very long, you know. And like I said, I always believe that I was meant for greatness. I know I haven't reached where I have to claim it. I know I haven't reached where I am supposed to be, but the little journey, the little steps that is happening, I know that greatness is ahead of me.
And also, what I want to say, Dahlia, you made the example of while you reach on top of the mountain, and when you look back of how far you was, it's not only for you as well, Dahlia. There's a sister, there's a friend, there's a daughter that is looking and that is watching you, and by your action alone, it will help them.
It will, and it has helped a lot of people, because like I say, after my journey, people started to reach out to me because they hear some of my story, mostly with the weight loss, but then I open up about the depression, the suicide. So I will say I started to become a motivational speaker to to others, and that has been a very, very magical moment for me. The last one that I did was for some young girls.
I heard about that. Oh my gosh.
That one, and
I was took part in that. Yes.
It was good. And the first I was the first speaker, and I think we had to talk about molestation. And like I said, if I have to go about my story, it will be very, very long. But
Dahlia, I have to invite you back. Oh my God.
Yes. But yeah, I have a WhatsApp group where I have some ladies that follows me mostly for the weight loss journey. But like I said, it's not about feeling well outside, but it's about feeling well inside also. So we motivate each other every day, and you know, we do motivations.
God showed you the weight loss, he showed you the crown. Did he show you a book?
A lot of people. I want to say,
my God,
I think he showed me, but again, you know, when you're fighting God, how to say, his command for you, it's not good. It's not good. I think I'm really refusing to, and that's why at the moment I feel like, okay, so what's happening? You literally tend to feel like you're being punished, and that's just because sometimes when you don't want to follow his will, you know, he will like,
you said it, not me. I'm just listening.
He will like got a silent treatment and then because he like, but I give you this. And Christine, honestly, when I tell you about these visions, I go a little further back. And 2017, after Irma, I lost everything. I went to Martinique for my kids and then to continue school. I always wanted to be a nurse, okay? Martinique, I wasn't working, I was home. It was just me with my kids and my other cousin. Then I signed up for the preparation of the nursing course. I was the only St. Martin, the others was Guadeloupe and Martinique and everything. I passed the first test. I came back to St. Martin. I had to go back Martinique to pass the second one. When I passed the second one, I was so nervous. Christine, I'm telling you, the voice of God telling me, Amanda, you got this. And that was the first vision that I really got. That's the only vision that I haven't.
You actually heard a voice of the Lord.
Yeah. And that is the only vision today I haven't been able to carry it out. But the others, my weight loss, my crown, because at that time I wasn't fully in alignment. I wasn't understanding because we had just come from a hurricane, and you know, I wasn't fully convinced of myself. But it was then when I started to work on me mentally is when I really started, you know, stepping out.
It's not too late, Dahlia.
Of course it's not too late, and I'm not giving up. But again, beautiful. It's when he's ready, he's gonna make that way. And when I 3 months after I got the result and they say you were accepted, and I was like, okay, but the school had already started and they were giving me the weekend to reach back up to Martinique. I was like, I can't leave my 3 kids just let I just jump up and go, you know. So I never reached to that level, but anything is possible.
And his perfect timing.
Yeah.
Oh,
anything.
So, oh my God, this is a lot. So let's talk about that. Is that the crown you're giving back on Saturday? Let's talk about the show on Saturday.
The show on Saturday. So yes. On Saturday I will be giving them the first crown, but it's not this one. The first one is
that's too beautiful. You keeping that?
Keep it. But actually over here, I think some people do give back the original crown, but some people choose to just give the new queen a new crown. So I keep the crown and I just give a new crown. Nice. The first one. So this Saturday I'm gonna be giving up my first ring, and then
don't cry.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try, but I mean, I'm happy because because you know, being a queen also comes with a lot of responsibility. You have to carry yourself in a certain way, and everything. So it really comes with a lot of responsibilities. But then I'm happy we have 3 delegates this Saturday going up for the crown. I wish them all the best. Listen, I was in their shoe last year, and nothing I can do but perfect.
What can you tell those 3 delegates that is going up from your experience?
just give it your best. Have fun. That was something that my chaperone told me.
Have fun.
Yeah. Have fun, but still not too much fun, because remember, when I tell him I just having fun, he used to get mad at me. But you really have to put the fun, because if you be too hard on yourself, if you be too hard on yourself, then you tend to really be so you have to really relax. And I know they will do good. They will do good, because they have been preparing for this for a good couple 5 months or so. Compared to me when I joined last year. I only had a month and a half to prepare myself.
Wow.
So, but they got this.
And you crossed that month and a half because you won.
Yes, I won. Not
Good
once,
girl.
but twice.
You good girl.
Twice. And next year, God's willing, for the international one. So whoever wins this Saturday, they will be representing the both sides of the island for the international show next year, May.
That's a lot of weight on your shoulders.
So when you think you finish with one, you have to start preparing for the next one. And the next one is a much more bigger
skill.
Yeah, because you're taking part with people from around the world. And let me tell you, my ladies that I compete against, some of them did pageant like 5-8 times. 5-8 times, and
so them girls had experience.
They had experience, but I must say it was a great show. And again, I still came out. That was my second pageant, and I still.
That was for you. Something is for you. No matter the odds, it will be for you.
And listen, I thought that I wasn't going to win. I cried after the interview, because listen, it put a lot of pressure, and during the day we were still moving, trying to get last minute things done. And when you reach to that interview part, you have to be ready mentally to answer that question, because you don't know the question they're gonna ask you. So you have to be ready. So you
just have to learn up anything, and then hoping that...
No, not even learn up. They just ask you a question out of the blue.
What was your question, Dahlia?
My question was, if I think that parents should stay together because of the sake of their children.
And what was your answer?
Well, I bust.
Bust what? Like stumble.
I stumbled a little bit, but I started off well, but then I had a little distraction in the crowd. Someone
were calling your name.
Not calling, but they was trying to really get me off track. So I started off good, but then it ended kind of...
Whoever you was in the crowd, she won, okay?
I still won, because two segments that gives you a lot of points is the interview and talent.
Yes.
Talent, you know. And my talent from the first pageant, I love dancing, I love worshiping. So I use the worshiping. I use my worshiping as my talent. And this second one was really... It was really, I would say, the best out of all the other talents. So I really won there. And for the evening wear, my evening wear, that happened. So all the ladies, we were 5. It was 5, 4 or 5. I can't really remember right now. But everyone came out in a red dress. Every lady. We had Miss Sinkit. Let me go over. Miss Sinkit. It wasn't planned. Miss Sinkit, Miss Trinidad and Tobago, Miss Antigua, and Miss BVI, and myself. Every one of them came out in a red dress except me. So I think my dress really kind of blew.
What color was your dress?
My dress was a nice pretty yellow with pink.
Wow.
Listen, I can't stop sharing that picture because my curves.
We're gonna insert that picture there. Oh my god.
It was a magical moment. And like I said, after the interview, I went backstage. I started to cry. I told my family, I'm sorry for disappointing you guys.
Girl.
Listen, it was a whole drama, but then after I'm like, okay, Amanda, win or lose, I did my best and everything.
You was in your emotions.
Yeah. And after when they was giving all the prize, and when they say I win, listen, I was like, I thought it was gonna be
all of them came out in their red dresses, the uniform. Maarten,
The night
you stood out.
I stood out the night when we before the pageant. My roommate asked me, what color is your evening dress? I like just say pink. She said, because out of the blue, all of us wearing red. I was like, okay, I got this.
Wow.
I got this. But these ladies also for the international show, I must say, we have created such a bond.
I love that.
It was
friendly competition.
It was a friendly competition, and up to this day, we still talk. We still have little chats, and we want to do a girls trip together. You know,
oh, nice.
It was a little hard moment for each one of us because we sacrificed so much to be in the show. You know, they had to pay a fee to be in it down here, seeing that St. Maarten went, yeah. So the pageant had to take part down here also. So a lot of mothers, they sacrificed, and but the best thing that came out of it was our friendship. So
I love that.
Next year, God's willing, I think they have so far 9 countries that will be competing for the international show.
God.
I wish them all the best.
All the best to you guys. All
yes.
the best. So Dahlia, today you have a physical crown. I can see your crown. But what advice can you tell the ladies out there, women out there, mothers, sisters, best friends, aunties? What advice can you tell them about their crown? Because I believe every woman is considered to be a queen. Today you have your physical crown, but they have their crown as well. Probably I cannot see, you cannot see, but they can see their crown. What advice can you tell them? Like, let's say whenever they feel encouraged, whenever they feel like walking with their head down and the crown can fall, what advice can you tell them to encourage them?
From my personal experience, you know, even though this still doesn't mean much to me, you know, I doesn't even like to wear it that much because I don't like the attraction that it gives me. But nevertheless,
it is indeed a beautiful crown.
Yeah, but nevertheless, listen, we are not perfect. Yeah, we are still learning. Yeah, and there's a time where you have to fall and feel for yourself in order to get back up. Because if you don't go through, like I said, if you don't go through a certain phase, then it's like God won't be able to trust you with the next position that He has to give you. So He has to know that you are ready, you are mentally, physically ready to receive what He has in store for you. And it's not gonna happen overnight. Like I say, take time out and zoom out from society, even from your companion, your husband, your children. You have to take that moment. And I believe when people start doing that, working on their inner self, man, they will be able to tap into, they can move mountains, you know, because we say we run the world, and I truly believe that. I really truly believe that, you know, we run the world because we are the givers of life, you know, and we can do it. We can do it. I tend to just, I wish like I can really pinpoint and really give the details on how, but the importance also is starting. You know, sometimes we gotta say, I want to do this. But if you keep sitting down and ain't starting to do the démarche, you know, the step, the step to reach to what you want to do, then how are you gonna start? The starting does always be the most challenging. But when you start,
when you démarrer, like how the friends are saying,
when you put out that gear in first gear, you go, and like I said, you're gonna experience bumpy roads and everything, but listen, the end result is going to be I just be posting my pictures, and I just be saying, hey, if I don't celebrate me, nobody will.
Yes, exactly.
So I have to celebrate myself every day, every day. And with how life is running, Christine, it's like we are to be grateful. We are to be grateful. We don't know if we're gonna make it the next second, the next minute. So what I really try to do is, it's hard, things is hard, but enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment, because even with our companion, we are trying to tell people that you love them in the moment.
That's something you always say, Dahlia. You're preaching it right now, because you're always saying it.
We have to tell one another we love them. Don't wait till it's too late, because when it's too late, they're not hearing us anymore. So with how life is turning, that's something I'm trying to really fix in my life, and try to be as loving and compassionate as possible, because life is too short. It's only when you close your eyes people want to say these things over you and things, but you can't hear it anymore. So try to just enjoy the moment, and listen, great things in stores, great things in store, but you just have to believe within yourself. You don't have to, nobody don't have to speak it to you. You have to speak it within yourself. You have to speak what you want for yourself. That is another important thing. Speak things into existence. You know, speak life into the dry bones, like how the Bible would say. It's easy, but it's just a practice, because we have been dealing with bad habits so much that it's so easy for us to speak negativity, but when it comes to positivity, it takes us so hard. But as you keep practicing, you keep speaking life into your own life, you keep speaking, I'm gonna own this, I'm gonna own that, you're gonna get it. I believe in that for sure.
Dahlia, your visit to this channel was so much life lessons.
After so long.
Oh my gosh.
After so long.
All that you said, I took in. Give people their flowers. That's something my grandmother always used to say. While she's alive, give me my flowers.
Definitely.
While I'm alive, I can smell them, I can touch them.
Yep.
And another thing you said is to celebrate you, celebrate your life, enjoy your life to the fullest.
You know, and one last thing I like to say, people tend to think that when you put you first, you're being selfish. You know, but even to putting you first before your children, the honest person you just don't put yourself is before God, because He is our source, He's everything. But put you first. Say no when you have to say no, because then it's at the end it's only you have. You know, if you're not good, if you don't take care of you, then you won't be able to take care of your kids nor your family. So people will call it selfish, but put you first. Love you the most. When you love you the most, then you'll be able to love others out there.
Exactly. Oh my God, Dahlia. Girl, you said a mouthful right there. Oh my gosh. Yes. So Dahlia, thank you so very much
for
finally being on the channel.
It was a pleasure.
And this was the bomb. This was the bomb. And guys, be sure, if you are in St. Martin, friend side, that side, be sure to come on out Saturday. Give us this place, give us the time, Dahlia.
Okay, so this Saturday it all goes down. Miss Elegance Mother Pageant 2022 at the Tropicana Ballroom, that's in Simpson Bay, and it starts at 8 p.m. Tickets are on sale for $20 right now, and at the door you pay more.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So guys, you heard it right here. Come on out and see Dahlia give up one of her crown, and see her might shed some tears as well. And come on out and encourage those delegates as well who is going up. And thank you so much, Dahlia, for reminding us that every woman is a queen.
A queen.
And we have our crown.
Definitely.
And we have to walk in it, and also put God first and include God in everything that you do.
Yes.
Because life itself it's impossible without God.
Definitely.
So Dahlia, thank you so much for being on the channel.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much. And I do hope that, you know, this message has resonated with a lot of, whether old, young, middle age. I hope that they really listen and take heed to maybe 1 or 2 pointers, and I know for sure it will open up great opportunities for them.
Amen.
Yeah.
Those seeds that you planted in us, Dahlia, I truly believe that they will not fall on bad ground.
Definitely.
They fall on soil that will grow.
Amen.
In Jesus' name.
Thank you.
And like how we love to say it right here on the channel, don't forget to live, laugh, love, but above all, live.
Live.
Bye guys. See you in the next video.
Mwah.